Quick breather. Does anybody have any questions on discouragement?
So what do you do when you get discouraged?
Well, what I do is, personally, I pray that God help me. That's my favorite prayer, by the way. Help me! Help! Because, I mean, seriously, I spent 6.5 years in prison. The last 6.5 years in prison that I was in prison, it was discouraging. Because there's nobody out there, trying to change their life, and everybody has their advice, All los vatos locos have their advice. You know how they do it in prison. They're great advice. We have no idea. And you go to the Red Riders, or what do they call them now?
Yeah,
Red Riders?
Yeah.
And and I remember just thinking, I remember what I would do, because every single man struggles. See, and that's why I'm hard on men. That's why I push, because I need to push you, because that's the only way you're gonna help, you're gonna do anything. Because for the most part, men have to be trapped in order to make a decision to do something. I remember, I used to just cry myself to sleep. Because you don't cry in front of homeboy, right? Because I wanted to change. And let me pick it up where he just left off. He says, how do you overcome? He said, you're really gonna have to really dig in. Because that's where it really matters, because so many people have come through these doors. Many people. And I'm talking about people who really want to change, but they fail. They get discouraged. You know why it's so hard, men and women? Because we've never done this before. Y'all remember the deal that did like this? Who did that with me here? Well, let's do it again. I'm going to do this with me. Check this out. Just do that. Please, everybody. Just do it. Okay? Now, look at what I'm about to do. And I want you to do this. Okay? I want you to take your fingers and put them in another finger. Go like this and shift them. And put them in somewhere else. Shift it. There you go. How's that feel?
Awkward.
Feels weird, right? Now go like this. Now put them back. You go right back where you were, right? It's a habit. You're going to have to force yourself to make it feel comfortable. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be. If you're a drug addict, man, you're going to miss drugs for a long time. You're going to dream about it. You're going to wish you were doing them. You're going to wish you were your friends and we were accepted. You're going to wish you wanted you could do that and still be this. But there is no middle of the road. And I've learned this. But see, people don't believe that. Every single one of us want to stay in the middle of the road. Want to be accepted here and want to be accepted here. Some people want to be vato locos for Jesus. What can I say? What we need is fathers, husbands, and leaders. Do I get discouraged? Of course I do. But I fight. When I first went to prison, the first time I learned this, I remember I'd never associated myself with black people. And these guys were massive, humongous. And I was intimidated. I said, man, how am I going to fight these guys? They'll beat me down. And thank God for my homeboys, right? Thank God for homeboys, right? And they taught me, no, homeboy, all you got to do is fight. Go, when they knock you out, we'll go pick you up. And that's it. I'm dead serious. This is how it was for me in the 80s. You say, you don't have to win, you just got to fight. Listen closely to what I just said. You're not going to win every single battle. You're going to get knocked out. But Holy Ghost homeboys are going to come. And God's going to help you. See, that's how this works. Now remember, I got knocked out. But all my homeboys said, they said, man, just don't quit. You just fight. Because that's the key. Don't stop fighting. Cry, yell, run, go hit the wall, do something. But don't stop fighting. See, that stayed with me. That's why I'm always encouraged, brother. For drug addicts, this is an easy one. If you were a loser drug addict like me, you understand it. You know, when you wanted a hit, you didn't go try to get a hit, right? I use this all the time. Oh, I'm gonna go to it. Let's do it. I'm not gonna go today. It's too hard. I don't want to go walk. No, you go find one and you go get it. Right? You see, I knew how to overcome. I knew how to do that. I never forget doing the remodeling when all high. I installed a water heater in the day, and I would have stole it from him at night. And I say those stories because I want you to understand I know what I'm talking about. I didn't just drive up. But I wanted to change. And I did it. And and of course, some of my first inspirations, Rocky, dun dun dun. Every time I want to give up, I remember the music. Dun 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 dun. And now you see him, 50 years later, he's still all massive. Yeah, he's still overcoming. I mean, that's the truth. This is the truth. That's why I teach what I teach. The mindset. Don't make this so spiritually. You're so spiritual minded. You're no earthly good. You have to. There's some parts of what you have to do. You want God to do it all. God's not going to do it all. You have to do it. Some people say, "Oh, God can do everything." Yes, God can do everything. He left it up to you. So this is that when you really want to, and that's why I'm so adamant about inspiring men. Because you can sit in a sermon, right? You can sit in church and you're like, "Te estás durmiendo." Why? Because you're not going to learn something every single sermon. It's not going to be for you. But in here, every single coming you're going to learn something. And actually, I learn something every time I go to church. But it can be boring, right? It can be boring. But I know I need to be there. See, that's part of it. I know I need to get fed. I know I need to pray. I need to praise. I need to force myself so I can kill that animal that's inside of me that wants to kill me. Right? See, because I know all this stuff, I keep fighting. I keep fighting. So yeah, I did discourage. So I pray and ask God to help me. I go take a walk. I've learned to go take a walk. I travel a lot nowadays. They feed me well. They tell me I was going to get fat. I said, "No, I rebuke you, Satan." Because they feed me well. I'm an evangelist. They feed me every single day. They give me everything I want. I said, "God, nothing." So you know what I do? At 10 o'clock at night, after they go drop me off at the hotel, I go to the treadmill. And I psych myself out. This is how I do it. I psych myself. Ay, no quiero, pero just 10 minutes. And I go about 10 minutes. Guess what? You feel good. Man, another 10 minutes. And then I put some jams on, and man, so what is it? What do you think has happened? It's become a habit. It's become a habit. I went walking this morning. It didn't feel like it doing anything, but I walked. And my stomach stays down. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Listen, I told somebody today, listen, work on your spiritual life, work on your physical life, and work on your mental life. And you won't have any time for anything else. Yeah. You got to work on this stuff. One of my favorite subjects that I teach in this class. See, God already did His part. I remember, 20 years ago, I robbed a store for one more hit of cocaine. Think about that for a minute. Putting needles in my arm for 10 years. Still have that little mark right there. I used to put needles right there. And I robbed the store for one more hit of cocaine. I didn't go try to get it. Listen, I didn't try to get it. I went and got it. I waited till 4 o'clock in the morning for my drug dealer. Till he drove up. And I remember, having that kind of mindset and being wicked and being just, how do you change that? How do you do that? I remember going back to prison and I just made a decision. I'm going to change my life and I don't care who I have to kill. Right? And who did I have to kill? See, we know this stuff. And that's what I've been working on for the last 20 years. Working on that man and learning. Letting go of a few habits and picking up a few new disciplines. That's how it works. Letting go of a few habits and picking up a few new disciplines. And where did I learn them? I learned them in books. I learned them through my pastor. I learned them through prayer. I learned them through the Bible. That's how I learned them. And I still do it. I'm reading a book now. I think I brought it. See, I don't just teach this stuff. The reason I know this stuff and it just flows out of me is because it's inside of me now. Remember when you went to prison, you had all the lingo down? And the more lingo you had down, the more cool you were. You know what? My number. People used to think, oh, it's old school. I tell them my number. Oh, ese vato old school, cuidado. My puro número me cuidaba. 34, 35, 43. And I knew this. So now, I'm reading, I have a 7-year-old, he's not here today. But my son, and I love my son. Today I talked to him a little bit about the birds and the bees. A little bit, because I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? How do you tell your son about sex? I don't know how to do that. It's another obstacle that I'm facing. But guess what? I've been reading books. And guess what? In here, I have a bunch of notes. And in red, it tells me how to talk to my son. I just go to that chapter right there. Awesome book. It was called Stepping Up. A Call to Courageous Manhood. See, that's what this is about, bro. This is what this class is about. Manning up. We already have enough wickedness. We already have enough gangs. We already have enough cocaine and drug dealers. We already have enough of that. What we need is men. That's what we need. And I'm not going to stop saying that. We need men. So now you know what encourages me. Because I see it so clearly. And men struggling, don't believe in themselves, trying to figure things out. I figured them out. I can help you. If you just come, you got to keep coming. You got to keep believing. Journey had it right. Don't stop believing. Another one of my first inspirations. I used to get drunk and high listening to that song. I'm serious. Put Anita MR, oh, you got to live an overdose today. I was crazy just like you guys. But see, I stick to it. I like what this is a powerful message that he just shared. He didn't realize what he just shared. But because he went through it. Discouragement? That's like the every single one of us in here, bro. Every one of them in here. They might probably walked in here discouraged. Because life is discouraging sometimes. Right? I wrote a few things down. Parole. No job. Not enough money. Your past, your gang affiliation, your pride, your lack of education, your lack of communication, your insecurities, that will discourage you. When your wife puts you down, that will discourage you. When your girlfriend puts you down, that will discourage you. When you know what to do, and you don't want to tell nobody because your pride doesn't let you, that will discourage you. Why does this flow just out of me? Because I've learned it.
Are you finished already?
I've learned.
Okay, go with Jasmine.
And I fight the good fight.
She's coming with me.
Pastor,
With her.
about a month ago,
To what?
there a pastor that's in the wheelchair, Pastor Warner, powerful man of God.
So I can't go with you.
I wasn't able to go to the discipleship. I was doing a revival, but I got the CD and I was listening to it. He was talking about courage. And if you didn't get it, you ought to get it. He's talking about courage. And that nowadays it's been hijacked. The word has been hijacked. You know what hijack means? That means that somebody took it over. It doesn't belong to them. And they're going to use it for their own purposes. Today, what do they say courageous is? Bruce Jenner. She's courageous.
He.
That's courageous? Really? Huh. I'm listening to that sermon, I'm like, man, this is powerful stuff. And I'm just getting wired up. And he used a couple of illustrations that I thought about and used about, and things that I've read. And man, you just don't know, when we're ignorant. And all ignorant means is you just don't know. It doesn't mean you're dumb. We just don't know. We're in ignorance, in blindness. Did you know that's what Jesus came to do? We're in darkness. And because we're in darkness, you can't see. If I turn the lights off, you can't see anything. But yet you think you see everything. No. Jesus came He came to take you out of darkness and take you into what?
Light.
Into the light. And this is what knowledge and education will do. Knowing the difference between right and wrong. Not just knowing right and wrong, knowing the difference. It's like knowledge. Every single one of us in here are drowning in knowledge. All you gotta do is Google it. You're drowning in knowledge. What you lack is wisdom. What you lack is discernment. How to make decisions, and this is why we come to church. This is why we pray. This is why we come to choose a change. To learn. To grow. To be challenged. Right? Now, let me say this as I close. What time is it? And I'll just say one more thing. Yeah, got a few more minutes. Having said everything I just said, is this the only place you can learn things? No. No. There's plenty of churches. There's plenty of programs. There's plenty of books. The problem is, which one are you going to believe? I do a sermon on that. Who do you believe? What do you believe? And what are you going to stand on? Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Listen, I don't claim to have all the answers, but listen, it's been 30 years that I've been in search of all this stuff. 30 years! When I was 20 years old in Ferguson unit, I gave my life to Jesus Christ. And I radically changed my life. I mean, I could quote scriptures like you wouldn't believe it. But I backslid a year before I got out of prison because I got confused with all this religious stuff. I got confused. And for the past 20 years, I've been looking for truth. I found it. This is why we learn what we learn. Truth. You're going to have to make some decisions. You're going to have to settle some things in your heart. Because if you don't choose to believe something, sometimes, well, how do you know I'm right? I don't know I'm right. It's called faith. What I see and what I've done and what I've researched and everything I've seen, this is where I belong. In this church, in this program, with this organization, with these men. Because everywhere I go, I get to travel the world now. And every single where I go, men are confused. You can't find answers. You're searching and you can't find them. You got to stop. And you know what I did? I just started doing the next right thing. See, you already know what to do. Just start doing it. It's the other things that you let yourself be involved in that are holding you back. It's not that you're not doing the right thing. It's that you haven't let go of some things. That's it. That's it. You gotta let go. Because you already know what to do. I tell men like this, listen, your fun is over, dude. You have a son now. You have to do something with it. You have a family. But see, we don't think like that. Why? Man, I can go on now. But because we don't care. We're selfish people. We're prideful. We don't want to do the right thing because it's not fun. Right? It's not fun. It's boring. But listen, I've learned to enjoy my life. I enjoy my life. I love my wife. I love my kids. And when I don't, I force myself to do it because it's the right thing to do. I don't feel like doing it. Well,